Welcome in everyone to December's edition of Monthly Check-In. And on this month's edition, I'm basically just going to be doing a simple year in review from my perspective on music, life, and what I have coming up and what I'm excited for. But first, let's get into my 3 monthly picks of songs you should be giving a listen to. My first choice is a track by one of my favorite MCs, Skyzoo. This track dropped at the beginning of November. It's featuring Method Man. It's called The Workload. Definitely a classic hip-hop jam, classic hip-hop beat. Just picture East Coast hip-hop, New York style rap. This is a great record. Skyzoo actually dropped an album on November 29th. This track is not included on that album, but this was kind of like a precursor to the project. And it kind of set the tone for what the project ended up becoming. But yeah, this is a great record between two really awesome lyrical MCs. Obviously, you know, if you're a Wu-Tang fan, you're familiar with Method Man and what he does. But Skyzoo, I feel like, has always been somewhat slept on. To me, he's one of the best MCs from the East Coast, really just in general, but definitely from the East Coast and the New York area. And I've just been loving what Skyzoo's been putting out. He put out Mind of a Saint and the deluxe version over the past couple years. And Keep Me Company, which is the new album, you know, that lives up to the hype as well on, you know, the standard I'd expect from him. But if you're just looking for a nice little Lucy, The Workload is a great record. And like I said, if you're just a fan of classic hip hop, definitely go give this one a spin. Next up is a track called Check the Minutes by Juju Nevermind, who some of you might know as Octane from the duo Audio Push. If you know me and, you know, the music I was a fan of coming up, especially in high school, I was a big Audio Push fan, HS87 fan. And those two, Price and Octane, who now goes by Juju Nevermind, they kind of split ways a few years ago. I don't think like on bad terms, but they kind of just decided to do their own solo work. So they both have been releasing their own material. And Juju Nevermind, what he's done recently has been very cool. He's done a lot of singing tracks and like more melodic stuff, but he also is still doing more hip hop related stuff. And he actually put out a tape at the beginning of October called I think it was called Thanks for Your Patience or Thank You for Your Patience, something like that. You'll see it on the screen here, what it's actually called. I forget the name of the actual project, but I think it was all by like one or two producers. It might have just been one producer, but it was definitely like a return to his hip hop and lyrical side. So I thought it was very cool. I liked a couple other songs on there too, but Check the Minutes, just the beat and like the vibe of it, I really enjoyed. So that one I've definitely been giving a lot to listen to, but definitely go check out the rest of his solo material as well, because I think he has a lot of diversity in what he's been putting out, and he's been very consistent when doing it too, and releasing the solo work. So yeah, go give that one a listen. My final choice is by Chicago MC Fillmore Green, who just dropped his new project called The Grand Design. And I'm highlighting the title track, The Grand Design, because that is probably my favorite record from the album. But I do love a lot of the other songs on this project as well. World War B stands out a lot. What else? Streetlights. I mean, there's a good amount of records on this thing that are very cool. It features people like Rashid Hadi, Apollo Brown, Skyzoo, a lot of different MCs. I discovered Fillmore Green through Apollo Brown, through their album The Cost of Living that came out in 2022. And I just remember checking out his back catalog and just being very impressed with the bodies of work he's put out. And to me, this is probably my favorite solo album that he's done out of his different albums. The other one that he did, like his first album, was called Chicago, a Third World City. And I just absolutely loved the way that album was produced, sequenced, the storytelling in that. So that got me intrigued. And this album, The Grand Design, has a lot of different styles of production on it that he hasn't really touched before. But like I said, he's worked with people on this album that he's worked with in the past. So it's more of like his traditional sound mixed with something new. But I really love this. You know, I don't know if it's going to make my album of the year list at the end of the year, which is I'm putting out actually in a few weeks. But it might be honorable mention. And this is an artist that not a lot of people probably know about. So definitely go give his music a listen. And if you're into artists like Skyzoo, I think you'll love what Fillmore Green brings to the table. So it's called The Grand Design. Go give the full album a listen. So now the main point of today's video, which is kind of just recapping 2024 from my perspective. And like I mentioned in the summertime, this year, and that was at the halfway point of the year, this year had a lot of ups and downs. I had health issues, a lot of different things going on, just trying to balance finances and yada, yada, yada. But I feel like, just being able to look back on what has happened, there was a lot of necessary things that went down this year, and a lot of things I've learned, a lot of life lessons that I've learned. And musically too, I think the biggest thing that I've learned is being able to know that betting on myself is a big thing that has helped me a lot. Like, out of all the years I've been making music, this was really the first year that I put all the chips on me. I was still producing for people this year. I got some more clients this year, which was super cool. And I'm gonna always keep producing for other people. But being able to do my own thing this year, put out multiple projects, put out different singles, was a big thing. And the biggest thing I did this year was Unknown Advantage, which was my album that I pushed for, super heavy for the last like 5 or 6 months, doing the vinyl for it. All that good stuff. It was definitely a cool experience to be able to do that for myself, because I'm so used to putting the ideas behind like somebody else's vision all the time. And like I said, I want to continue to do that, but being able to do that for yourself, the power that's in that is just super awesome. And so I learned that that experiment of just being able to do that and see the response from others too, like a positive response, that goes to show that like all the planning that I put in wasn't in vain, like it wasn't for nothing. And it goes to show that I can keep doing that moving forward, and I'm very excited to keep doing that moving forward. But I'd say, man, 2024, like in general, was it was a mixed bag. But I have really worked on, being able to see things from more of a positive outlook at the end of the day. And so I look at this year, and like I said, if I had to sum it up in like a word, I'd say necessary would definitely be the word, because I was pushed out of my comfort zone a lot. And I think it's also foreshadowing that I will be continued to be pushed out of my comfort zone moving forward. And that's really just life in general, getting used to being uncomfortable, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, as they say. And this year, more so than a lot of other years in the past for me, it definitely felt that way. And being able to just persevere through the tough times, and understand that, like I said, my vision is valid and my vision is going to keep growing and evolving. And, I'm just excited to see where it goes. But I had to really reevaluate some other deeper things with myself this year, even things that maybe I wasn't comfortable with addressing, but being able to do it, and just keep working at it and understand that it's just a work in progress is a big thing. But it does have me very excited to see where everything's going to go, life in general, not just music. So that is really what I'd say 2024 has been necessary for me. So, and now that leads me to what we got to look forward to in 2025 and some little announcements I have before we get going. The first is about the Unknown Advantage vinyl, which is not in my possession currently. I wish I could show you right now, but it should be here in like a week or so by the time you see this, or by the time you see this, I'll probably already have it, and we'll be uploading it to social media and all that stuff. But all the physical copies are heading my way. And I'm going to be reselling those very soon. Like I said last month, I will continue to update you on that, how you can order one and how you can take that home if you want to. So I'm very excited for that, and I'm going to be, like I said, continuing to update everyone on the Unknown Advantage vinyl and what's going on with that. The other thing is my next project, which I am super excited for, my next solo body of work, which I will reveal the title for you. It's called When Love's the Motive, and it's going to be coming out officially in the spring of 2025. The first few singles are going to be dropping in January, February, and March. Those will be coming on DSPs. I'm going to kind of do it the way I did with Unknown Advantage, where I drop the singles on all platforms and then I release the project to Even later. And this hoodie I'm wearing right now is actually some of the artwork from this project. So a little sneak peek right here, and you're going to be able to get one of these hoodies in the springtime, as well as some other surprises. So it's all kind of in the works, but it's coming together very nicely. So be on the lookout for that. It's another instrumental project. And other than that, I mean, I'm going to be dropping a lot more music, kind of just staying consistent with releasing, collab projects, singles, and doing some things with other record labels as well. I really want to, hopefully get back into doing another Proven Knowledge album soon, because I've been kind of brainstorming some ideas for that. It might not be 2025, it might be the next year, we'll see, but I've connected with so many more cool artists even since the last time we put out an album. I've really been thinking about doing another one of those soon. But other than that, just, be on the lookout for all the things I got coming up, and then all the things that I'm working on with different artists too. But like I said, 2025 is going to be chock full of surprises, and hopefully good surprises. So be on the lookout. But thank you guys so much for, tuning into this segment that I call Monthly Check-In, because I just started this year. And it means a lot for, when people are even just watching the videos, even if you're just watching like that first part to discover new music and you don't want to see me rambling the whole time. It definitely means a lot. And be sure to subscribe to the channel. This YouTube channel is going to keep growing over the next year or so. And I'm just going to keep cooking up new ideas for you guys that I think might help you. Thanks for checking out the Twitch streams. Thanks for the support on Unknown Advantage and all my other music. And however you came across this channel, just thanks for watching. And like I said, subscribe if you feel called to subscribe. But until next month, we'll see you then. And thank you guys for tuning in on the Monthly Check-In. So peace out. Have a great new year.